apologies for the face, but that's what you get when you wake up next to me. So now you know. I just saw Wolverine, and I'm going to start off without any spoilers, so for those of you who have not seen the film, do not fear, I will warn you. It's good. Overall, it's fine. It's not fantastic, it's not up there with the best superhero movies ever made, not even close in my opinion, but it was a more competent take on Wolverine as compared to Origins, which a lot of people, most people, hated quite significantly. So it is, if you're looking for him to kind of redeem himself, if you're looking for a more thoughtful, introspective, psychological kind of take on Logan, then you will be pleasantly surprised with it. It has a good balance of action and with story, although the story did feel a little bit, at times, not fully developed. It does have pacing problems and things. It's not a perfect film, but if you love Wolverine, if you love X-Men, then you should see it. And also just if you want to see the after the credit scene, so stay in your seats. Very good. It's worth it. It's worth it even if you didn't like the movie to see the ending part. So that's my non-spoiler review. So yeah, if you like Wolverine, go, I guess. I mean, you really don't have much to lose other than $13. So yeah, here comes the spoiler, so fly away if you have not seen it. Yeah, so again, as I've mentioned, pacing problems, definitely. It felt like certain parts would go on forever, other parts would go by really, really quickly. The action sequences happened extremely fast, I felt. And then also sometimes just the character building parts as well. And then sometimes it just went by so slowly. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it felt like it was trying to take on too much. Like it didn't know exactly what it was trying to be, if it was going to be a in-depth look at Logan, or if it was going to be this like badass kind of fuck Origins movie. So I mean, I'm torn on that part. The story is, I guess, interesting. If nothing else, you do get a good look at Japan, Tokyo, things like that. So I mean, that's fun. All of the actors did a pretty good job. Honestly, I was really surprised with Yukio. I actually really liked her. I didn't so much in the trailers. She looks pretty interesting. But she actually, yeah, she was a pleasant surprise. She was really badass and kind of saved the day most of the times, and that was an interesting take. The chick that played Mariko was really, really pretty. That's pretty much all that I have to say about her. I guess she did well. Again, not a big fan of Jean Grey. Really tired of seeing her show up in her nightgown. I'm not really sure what that was about. I know that he has guilt and that he feels remorse about what happened, obviously, and that he believes he's in love with her for whatever reason. But I just, yeah, that's the only part also that just got to me. I don't know why they had to keep happening. I understand, regret and things, but it just felt like a little too much. And then as soon as he's like, yo, I got a new bitch, she's like, okay, and she takes off. And it was just weird. I felt like they were just putting her in the movie to put her in the movie, because she, she's gone, so it's not like she can really come back. I mean, I suppose that she can, technically, but, she probably won't. I mean, she will probably in the First Class sequel, but whatever. Yeah, it was fine. I don't really know. I feel really torn on it. I suppose, objectively, that it would be a solid take on Wolverine. Hugh Jackman, of course, is perfect. I could never see anyone else take up the mantle of Wolverine. Not that I ever really want to after this, because I feel it's been too much. But he's as good as ever. But he also, I felt, at least in the other movies where they focused on him all the time anyway, he had a lot of really interesting things to say. Whereas in this movie, I felt like everything that he said was a one-liner. It was always like, look at this, look at my claws, bitch, this is what you get, you dead. And he would just respond to whatever calamity was going on, whatever chaos he was causing, he would have a one-liner for. So although it was an in-depth look at the character never really fucking said anything, which is another problem for me. I just don't know why they would try to tell a story like that and then have him barely talk. It was mostly like grunts and one-liners, which again was strange, but I don't think that's any fault of Hugh Jackman. I think he's an incredible actor and perfect. I just don't know why they were constant one-liners. Just super confused by that. And Viper, was not as bad as I was thinking she was going to be, I guess. She was kind of redundant, and when she was killed off, it really didn't mean anything, so it didn't feel like she really necessarily had to be there. There was kind of no build-up, and I just feel like everything by itself was fine, but then when all put together, it became kind of a mess. Not that it was a horrible movie, and I don't regret seeing it, I suppose. It's just that like, they bit off more than they could chew, in a sense. What else can I say? The ending credits scene was awesome. Super excited. That's my X-Men generation. So, although those movies had their faults, cannot wait to see those guys take up their roles again because it will be incredible. And yeah, so that was worth it for me, even though the movie made me facepalm about 50 times, and even though it made me feel bad for Wolverine, you know, the ending credits really did make it worth it, and it really did make me excited for the sequel. And so, I don't really know what else to say, honestly, but it was fine. It was interesting, and it was fun. If there's squeaking, it's because I'm hitting my bed, and it's just not happy. So, I don't know. See it if you have to. If you feel like you need to, then definitely see it. The character does redeem itself a little bit, and it's not a huge disappointment. It's definitely not a waste of money or anything. I wasn't emotionally attached to it, and if I never saw it again, I suppose I just wouldn't care. So I don't really know how to take that. It's definitely a summer kind of popcorn flick that makes you think a little bit as well. So I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of my review of Wolverine. I don't know how well I summed that up, but yeah, let me know if you've seen it, what you think. Or if you're not going to see it, why, and yeah, so let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.